Hello, good evening to all of you. Today I am going to recite a very important story, a tomboy. It is a very relevant story in the context of Nepal and the world. Tomboy is a story about a girl who dresses or acts in a stereotypical boyish way. It is a story about two sisters who show masculine behavior. It was about 10:30 in the morning, and the two sisters named Mandika and Randhika were in hanky-panky dresses and ready to move somewhere. Mandika was 14 and Randhika was 12. When they came out of the house, the mother was spreading grains to dry off in the front yard. "Good morning, Mama," the girl said. "Well, we shall only come back in the late evening. We are going to meet our friends." "Good morning, my hearts," she replied, means mother replied, and she raised her head and glanced at them. She cried, "Baba, come out and see the girls. What are they wearing? Are they girls or boys? Ripped jeans, hoodie and bracelet." Mr. Pradhan came out. "Why are you crying, Bimala? What happened?" "I can't handle these two dragons. See, is this the dresses of girls? What will others say? Who will marry our daughters? They are slipping from our hands. If we do not rip the cactus, they will not keep in the position to show our faces in the society and among the relatives." Mr. Pradhan said, "Bimla, they aren't our daughters, they are our sons. It is the time to play and learn about the surroundings." The girls became excited when Mr. Pradhan spoke in their favor. Randhika said, "Mom, you don't know, this is fashion." Mandika said, "Love you, Dad and Mom. We are getting late." The girls played away. Neeraj, Dheeraj, Subham were already waiting for them. "Oh, babes, too late. The birthday boy is waiting for us." They reached Pratap's room. Pratap is living in a tenement house. His parents are government officials, and he is the only son of his parents. His parents are fulfilling all his desires. He likes to enjoy parties. "Hello, Pratap. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns of the day." "Hi, buddies. Thank you. Come. I have managed everything. I was waiting for you all." "Wow, looking gorgeous, ladies." "Thank you, Pratap." "Come, buddies, let's celebrate." They all organized the Pratap's birthday. The cake was served to all. Mandika said, "Haven't you managed the wine, beer, and pipes?" "Relax, guys." Dheeraj and Subham spread everything. The party was started. All the boys sipped the beer and wine, and Mandika too, but Randhika didn't. All the boys and even her sister were forced, but she didn't. The party was over and all departed at about 6 p.m. Mandika and Randika reached home at about 7 p.m. It was already dark. Mother saw the girls doddering and crying. Hey, is it time to come? Mr. Pradhan, come and see your sons. Mrs. Pradhan was furious. Mr. Pradhan came out of the room and saw Mrs. Pradhan crying to the daughters. He said to be practical. He said to be practical. They are tired. Make themselves easy. He said, sons, the time is not favorable. Your mom is right. Don't be late next time. Okay, Dad. The girls went to the room. Mr. Pradhan was a primary teacher in his village school. He had sacrificed everything for the family. Time passed. Mandika and Randika passed SEE and were sent to the nearby town for higher study. Randika was devoted to her study, but her sister was busy with fashion and always used to be in the gang of boys. Randika was always in rank, but Mandika was average. Both Mandika and Randika passed their bachelors. As Randika was smart in the study, she joined a company. For Mandika, life was to enjoy and live at present. She was neither serious about her career nor about life. Pradhan family was happy as their younger daughter was doing better in her life. Randika was supporting the family and the family was proud of her. Mandika was just like a scar on the family. She was carrying all the bad qualities from the company to appearance and costumes. Once it was heard that she played with a notorious boy named Sunil. He sold her in a brothel in India. She was just like a black sheep for the family. Since then, the father, Mr. Pradhan, curtailed the public meetings. Pradhan's family didn't like to hear about Mandika. Randika was like the backbone of the parents. She was everything for them. She used to be the central issue for family gossip. As it happens in the cultural family in Nepal, everyone started talking about her marriage. It was a holiday. Randika was also in the home. Mr. Pradhan, son, as common Nepalese are doing, we are worried about you. Randika, about what, Baba? Bimala, your marriage. Randika, Mom, Dad, I'm not suitable for marriage now. Her face became reddish. We have no idea about the where is she, how is she living. Mr. Pradhan, stop nonsense. She is not more for us. He became angry. He was trembling. Bimala, she became horrified and told Randika, aren't you worried about your father? He had already had 2 times serious attacks. Don't you remember what doctors had said? We must care about him. You are only our dream. Can't you fulfill the dream of poor parents? Is it the right age? for your marriage and you settle too. Randhika was married to a very gentle boy Akash. He was an engineer. He was the elder son of the parents. On the determined date and venue, the marriage was held. Only a limited number of families were invited to the ceremony. After Mandika, she was the only caretaker of the family. Every week, she used to visit her parents, and Akash was supporting her by every means. They were good couples. Once, when Randhika was in the office, her secretary informed her about the serious condition of the father. She called Akash and both went to the hospital. Mr. Pradhan took a last breath there. Bimala, Randhika, and Akash were shocked there in the hospital after this sudden accident. The funeral rites were held in the nearby river of the village. According to the Hindu culture, all the villagers took part in the ceremony. Randhika had played all the roles like a son. Everyone returned to normal life. Bimala remained alone in the house. She was like the bird deserted from the flock. It was about to dark. People had returned from their work. Bimala was busy in the evening prayer. A miserable girl was standing at the front door. Bimala came out after hearing the cough of the girl. She thought that she might be a beggar and brought some grains for her. As she lighted the light outside, she recognized the face of the Mandika. She took a broom and hit her to go away. Mandika stood like a stone image there, but Bimla shut the door. She couldn't sleep all the night. When she woke up, it was already day. Neighboring people were gathering in the yard of Pradhan's family. People were talking in different ways. Some were in support and some in against. As it was Saturday, Randhika came to meet her mother. She was surprised to see the crowd in the yard. Her heart shook with fear. In a second, many thoughts came and vanished. She entered the crowd and identified Mandika there. She became very happy by glancing at the elder sister. After her action, the crowd dispersed. Mandika was admitted to the best hospital and recovered after few months. She is now living in the village with her mother. She is busy in the NGOs and working in the field of girls awareness mission. Thank you very much for listening me. Again, I will bring such kind of story in front of you. Have a nice day. May God bless you.